New York. The Atlantic Avenue Tunnel, 1844 to 1861. The world's oldest subway tunnel. Built in 1844 by Cornelius Vanderbilt, this half-mile tunnel was built to divert the Long Island Railroad, LIRR, under busy Brooklyn streets, avoiding dangerous crossings. Initially used by steam trains, it was sealed in 1861 after falling into disuse. Rediscovery. In 1980, urban explorer Bob Diamond rediscovered the tunnel, which had been forgotten for over a century. Its arched brick design remains an impressive feat of mid-1800s engineering. Legends. Rumors persist of pirate treasure hidden within, as well as a deeply buried locomotive. Although no treasure has been found, the tunnel has inspired Gothic tales, including H.P. Lovecraft's vampire tale The Horror at Red Hook. Access today officially closed to the public. Parts of the tunnel can be glimpsed at Le Boudoir, a speakeasy in Cobble Hill that adjoins the entrance. The hidden tracks of the Waldorf Astoria, 1930s. A tunnel of presidential secrecy. The Track 61 station beneath the Waldorf Astoria Hotel is a symbol of hidden luxury and political discretion. Originally built as part of the New York Central Railroad, it became famous for transporting Franklin D. Roosevelt. The secret platform allowed FDR to arrive undetected, hiding his wheelchair from public view. A freight elevator large enough to lift Roosevelt's armored car directly into the hotel. Access to the private carriages, which also served as presidential offices. Current status, still accessible, though rarely used. While the Waldorf is undergoing renovations, its future remains uncertain. City Hall Station, 1904. The jewel of the New York subway. This decommissioned station served as the southern terminus of New York City's first subway system. The New York subway is a labyrinth of hidden tunnels and secret spaces that add layers of mystery and intrigue to the city's colorful history. Here's a deeper exploration of these fascinating underground sites. The Waldorf Astoria Tunnel. Built early 1900s, repurposed for the Waldorf Astoria in the 1930s. Purpose originally a freight station, it was adapted to discreetly transport VIPs, including President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Notable features. Inerio 61. A private platform used to transport Roosevelt's armored train directly under the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. A large freight elevator connected the platform to the interior of the hotel. Security. The tunnel allowed Roosevelt to hide his use of a wheelchair from public view, reflecting the attitudes of the time toward disability. Current status. Mostly off-limits. Parts may be demolished due to ongoing rail expansions, but its historical significance remains legendary. City Hall Station. Built. Opened in 1904 as part of the inaugural New York City subway line. Closed. 1945 due to its curved design, which could not accommodate modern longer trains. Architectural highlights. Vaulted ceilings decorated with Guastavino tiles, a signature style of Spanish immigrant Rafael Guastavino. Skylights allowed natural light to filter through, a novel feature at the time. Chandeliers give the station an elegant, almost regal feel. Access today, visible via special tours offered by the New York Transit Museum or via the 6 train turnaround at the Brooklyn Bridge. Atlantic Avenue Tunnel. Built 1844 by Cornelius Vanderbilt for steam locomotives as part of the Long Island Railroad. Abandoned 1861, sealed and forgotten for over a century. Rediscovered. Bob Diamond, an urban explorer, rediscovered the tunnel in 1980. It is considered the oldest subway tunnel in the world. Legends. Speculation about a hidden locomotive buried deep in the tunnel. Inspired stories of pirates and even vampires, including an 1893 New York Times article. Current status. Closed to the public after 2010 due to safety concerns, although parts are visible near Cobble Hill in Brooklyn. Meatpacking District Cow Tunnel. Built early 20th century, when the neighborhood was an industrial center for slaughterhouses. Interesting fact, the neighborhood has transformed into a trendy nightlife and shopping area, but these tunnels remain a stark contrast to its modern facade. Catacombs of Little Italy. Location: under St. Patrick's Old Cathedral on Mulberry Street. Construction: early 19th century. Purpose: final resting place for prominent Catholic families, including the Delmonicos, famous restaurateurs, and the founders of the Emigrant Savings Bank. Current access. Open to the public via candlelight tours that illuminate the crypt's historical and architectural significance. Atmosphere. These crypts are a rare glimpse into New York City's religious and cultural past, hidden beneath the bustling streets of Little Italy. Underbelly Project. Location. Exact coordinates remain classified, likely above the Broadway G train station in Williamsburg. Origin. In 2010, a group of street artists transformed an abandoned station into an underground tunnel. Event. The space was open to the public for one night only, showcasing works by over 100 artists. Current status. Closed, strictly off-limits. Urban explorers risk arrest and injury if they attempt to enter. Legacy. The project has become a cultural phenomenon, symbolic of New York's evolving art scene. The secret platforms of Grand Central Terminal. Built early 20th century as part of Terminal City, a network connecting luxury hotels and businesses. Notable secret areas. Platform 61. Connected to the Waldorf Astoria for VIP use. Basement M42 houses massive rotary converters that once powered the terminal. Its exact location is classified for security reasons. Role during World War II, the basement was heavily guarded to prevent sabotage, as it was critical to train operations. Exploration. While parts of Grand Central are accessible via tours, these secret passages remain off-limits. Farley Morgan Mail Tunnel. Location. Beneath the Farley Post Office in Manhattan. Built early 20th century to connect post offices and train stations for efficient mail service. Significance. Symbolizes the city's industrial might, securing New York as a global communications hub. Current use. Mostly abandoned, but occasionally featured on historical walking tours. Myrtle Avenue Station. Built. Opened in 1915 on the BMT Lexington Avenue line. Closed 1956, following system expansions and rerouting. Unique feature. Parts of the station remain intact, including signage and platforms visible to trains on the Q line. Urban myth. Some believe it may reopen one day, but the station remains a ghostly remnant of the past. Riverside Park Freedom Tunnel. Built originally for freight trains, abandoned in the 1980s. Praised, became a haven for graffiti artists and homeless communities, inspiring vibrant murals and art installations. Cultural significance featured in books, films, and documentaries. It symbolizes resilience and the human spirit. How to uncover these secrets. While many tunnels remain off-limits, others can be explored via New York Transit Museum tours to stations like City Hall. Specialized walking tours of Little Italy's hidden catacombs and crypts. Urban exploration, caution advised, some sites, like the Freedom Tunnel, are accessible but can be dangerous. From secret presidential rides to underground art galleries, New York City's hidden tunnels are a treasure trove of history, ingenuity, and stories waiting to be told.